give it a little bit. See if anybody shows up. We got one person.
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right, so I guess we're gonna get started. I don't know who's in here, and they just left back out.
Hello. We got 1,272 subscribers, and we don't got nobody in here. Where's everybody at?
Obviously not here. Is there anybody else going live tonight?
I don't know. We can't be putting this on YouTube.
It doesn't matter. I can always delete some of it out.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
That was me.
That's you?
Mm-hmm. See if we can get this inchworm off of me. Get it off! Get it off! I've been seeing that damn thing. Ah! Hey guys, so we're going to talk a little bit today about what we've been doing with so far with the property and everything that's been going on since we officially signed our papers. So basically what's been going on is we've been I don't even feel like doing this now. There's nobody in here. I'm not doing it. I'm ending it.
One person in there now, ain't it?
All right, guys. So we are going to talk about what we're doing this year, or what we've been doing with the property. Today we went out and cleared some land. We didn't do too much clearing. We just cut some of the cedar trees down, just to try and open it up. Tomorrow we're supposed to go back out there and take the chainsaw.
Yep.
My loving husband is going to actually go in there and actually cut down some trees.
We were basically cleaning up the rows, limbing up the pine trees, probably about 8 to 9 foot tall, so you can see through them, so you get more of a idea of the layout of what's going on, and we would have more of an idea of what it looks like.
There's people that's coming in and out of here.
We don't know if it's YouTube or something to do with the computers, but we are getting, we're seeing people in here, then all of a sudden we're not seeing people in here. So I don't know what's going on, if it has to do with connection. Let us know something.
Gypsy Dusty said hi. We got yes, clearing is always fun. We just got tired of waiting and couldn't wait no longer. I did find us a burn barrel, so that way we can burn some limbs and stuff. And then we've got a TBI or CBI, some kind of tote that actually holds water. And we're going to fill that up with water and stick it on the trailer, and then have water out there for the fire. We are not going to drink out of that tote, drink any water out of that, because that is actually a like an alcohol tote. Whenever my husband used to work at a plywood plant, so we're gonna that's what we're doing. We're just gonna be hauling water out there every day and making sure and burn fires. We do have a wood chipper. We've had a wood chipper for some time now, from when my husband's dad owned his own landscaping company. So we have a wood chipper, and it's a good wood chipper. It's had its uses, but we just got to pull it out of the garage. It's like shoved in the
It hasn't.
back corner, and it ain't.
Matter of fact, it hasn't ran probably since '89.
Yeah, it's been like I've never seen it run.
32 years ago is when last time it
Like,
ran, bro.
his dad said we could use it. We're more than welcome to use it. He said but we just got to check the oil in it and change it out and get it cleaned up and
make sure the blades are sharp in it.
I know what we need. We're trying to find a chainsaw right now. It's so hard to find a chainsaw. I went to Lowe's and they wouldn't even sell me the chainsaw that was on the shelf. Like, they wouldn't do it, even though I wish they would. But we're trying to find us a chainsaw, and we need some better clippers. Our clippers are wore out from trimming trees out there at the farm and doing deer trails.
Yeah, doing all the deer hunting and limbing everything up for deer hunting. So they're kind of wore slap out. But we did a little bit of work today. We got part of a video started on that. We we did a lot. We probably did a half acre. Just thinned out
We just went through and knocked all the dead limbs off.
Yeah, all the dead limbs about as high as I can reach, which is with the trimmers and stuff in something that's in my hand that's high. I could probably hit something about 10 foot in the air, stretching my arm all the way up, because I can touch 8 feet with both my hands in the air. But so I had like an east wing hammer in my hand, just knocking the dead pine limbs off. So you can basically you're seeing the trunk of the tree rather than all the limbs all over the place. So you can see through there.
Tillman Family Farm says we normally clear a small spot to start the fire and then feed it. With the green stuff, you cut fresh. Most times you can burn off what you can cut that day. We have actually 2 piles set up from what we cut today, and as soon as my husband can get out there and use that grinder, I can use his grinder, but I don't want to do so without his permission.
No, it's not that. A chipper is
I'm talking about cutting the burn barrel. Yeah, then we're gonna set the burn barrel, because there's a lot of pine needles. The whole property is pretty much pine trees. So one of them pine needles catches on fire, everything's going up in flames.
How dry it is.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep everything like in a dry spot. We're gonna move all the pine straw away, and then just keep everything confined to that burn barrel.
And we've been chasing up the heck out of rabbits in there, so I can't wait till small game season's in. I'm hoping
we're gonna
to
let it get a little bit colder.
I'm hoping that we can go out there and shoot some rabbits up.
Yeah, I know.
Some rabbits and some squirrels. It's loaded up in there with rabbits and squirrel.
Yeah, it says, have you thought of using trees for building a house? We would love to build with the trees that are on the property, but they're not that big and big enough to do that. We are going to use the poles or the trees for we're going to build our chicken coop, like a little shelter or shed out there, so we could throw hay up underneath there, or just to keep everything over there. Someone said find a steel chainsaw. Something just fell.
Oh, hold on a minute.
Y'all, something just fell. A tree just fell. It's a tree, Steven.
Hold on a minute. We're on live. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, we're on live.
We got y'all. We got a bad storm out here.
Look that way.
I got it. Are you keep on continuing live?
Okay. He's gonna go figure that out. We just heard a huge crash, and there's a storm outside, and we think it's a tree that fell. I hope my car didn't get smushed either. I turned those floodlights on for you, y'all. I'm so sorry. We are located in Saluda. Well, right now we're in Newberry County, but we're going to be moving to Saluda County in South Carolina. Um, yeah, I'm telling you, my nerves. Oh my goodness. Okay. Um, so we've always loved Saluda. It's the country. It was so hard to find property out there, but we just did it. And that's the good thing. My husband says that has to be. Yeah, it's gonna be cold for rabbit hunting. We're gonna wait until it gets a little bit colder so that way the rabbits don't have any germs or any germs. Rabbits don't get germs; they get parasites. Y'all, this is so funny. Hey, Dee's Homestead, so glad that you can make it. Yeah, he's out there right now. He went up there to where where he could really see out over the yard, the upstairs, and see everything. It's kind of loud and I don't know what's going on. I hope my car isn't smushed. Lord, I don't need another problem. But Storing came through here too. Yeah, well, we're just now getting it, and it just sounded like a huge tree just went. Y'all. Hi from off grid North Country. But I am really glad that everyone is in here and everyone is I guess present. We're waiting on Steven to come back down here to see what actually fell. Snow blowing? Yeah, I would love to have some snow. It snowed probably 7-8 years ago on the girl's birthday, which is Valentine's Day, but that's about it. That's January in our section. January and February is when we get the worst, coldest weather. Levi was not able to even go out to the property today because we didn't know exactly how cold it was going to be, even though it did warm up nice. But it was cold. Steven, did something fall?
I didn't see them.
That scared my nerves. I mean,
I have to go outside now. Just keep them entertained.
I am. We're talking.
Figured it out.
So
the chicken coop ain't destroyed.
Oh yeah, that other tree that's leaning over. Man. We got to do some tree trimming up around here, but right next to the house, there's like maybe 150 foot daggum trees. They're big trees. But no, we're just hanging out. Y'all have hang on, the door's wide open. Like I said, I'm sorry, y'all. Everything's going on. We're just checking everything out, making sure the chickens are okay.
I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing.
Did something blow across the back porch or something?
I don't know. I mean,
we'll figure it out tomorrow.
All right, don't freak out about it. Keep them going.
All right. But yeah, it actually turned out to be a pretty good day. It was supposed to be cold. Yesterday was really cold. We were going to go out there, and Courtney kept begging us to go out there, but I can't take Levi outside. I can't afford for him to get sick. And when we go to cutting trees and stuff, I really don't want him out there unless he's we might actually park the car across the road until we can get an area cut and cleared.
All right, y'all, I'm back and almost soaking wet. Ain't too bad.
You'll be all right. So,
you got everybody coming?
I guess. Well, I mean, I'm just talking.
You got some comments on there now, don't we?
Yeah, it says, "Hope you guys didn't get any damage."
As far as right now, it's pouring so bad, raining that it's hard to see, even with a big
turn that light off.
Big flashlight. But we'll probably find out what it was tomorrow morning.
Oh, sorry.
There is a dead tree, actually still upright. It's about 100 foot tall, coming in on our roadway, and it could be that. Which is it's probably about 200, 300 feet away from the house here.
Yeah. So, but no, tomorrow the plan is we're gonna get up, and I think it's supposed to be pretty tomorrow. It's just gonna be wet. I think we're gonna go out there with a chainsaw and just start knocking down the trees that are not in the rows that are like scrappy looking. Me and Gracie were out there today and cutting tree limbs, but we only had one set of clippers, and both of us were cutting cedar trees that were probably 2.5 inches wide in diameter. So, but yeah, that's what we've been doing. We've been working, and we had to go the other day to find the spigot for the tote for the water. We got a actual water hose hookup for the big IBC tote. I think that's what it's called, an IBC tote.
Yeah, it's a container that holds water. I mean, it'll hold water. It's a lot of them are meant to hold chemicals. Big companies order stuff like chemicals. They'll order food products or anything out of them. But I just happened to get one, and I was offered to take it. So
we're just using it just for in case a fire breaks out, because that's one
Yeah.
thing that could really damage a pine tree piece of land, like pine trees.
The trees ain't
in
really
the
big. They ain't really big enough to withstand a fire. I know a lot of them, areas where people plant pine trees, they do controlled burnings up underneath of them, but the trees ain't really. If the fire got out of hand, the
it's
trees
not
could
cold
actually
enough.
the trees could actually be destroyed completely because they ain't really big enough yet to withstand the heat of the fires to
And
do
it's
a
not
controlled
it's not
burning.
cold enough yet. Like if it was a whole lot colder, then it would be a lot
And it's
different.
dry. It's been dry here, so I mean, granted it's raining now, but it ain't really raining enough to keep everything wet enough to keep the fire at a bare minimum.
I will tell y'all this, guys. Do y'all remember? I'm pretty sure y'all do. I told y'all about a coyote mound right next to where we were parking. We're going to see if that thing's live. I put 2 cameras out on the property, and we're going to see if it's live. One is by the coyote mound, and the other one is in the woods somewhere by a mud puddle. I don't know why I put it by a mud puddle, but it looks like
there was a couple of buck rubs over there, and
there was a game trail.
And it's a game trail, and there's a good area for bedding down. But over at the coyote mound, I was cleaning up the woods over there, and I got pretty close to it, and I come across the deer leg that been gnawed on. So it was like a fawn, a baby deer, I guess, got caught by the coyotes, and it was eaten away. But I found part of the deer body over there, closer to the mound. So hopefully we might see something in that mound where that coyote mound is.
Yeah. Even on further around, we seen a deer skull, deer skull, and that
Squirrel.
was yeah, I know, deer squirrel. What's a deer squirrel?
I don't know. We got fox squirrels.
I know, I know. And that was pretty cool to see. We seen some turkey feathers out there. So I mean, there's nature out there. We just don't see it when we're out there. And I actually just found an inchworm on my shirt from being out there today. I haven't gotten a shower yet, but yeah. And I seen it on this arm earlier, and I knocked it off. And the next thing I know, it's on this arm. I'm like, what in the world? I guess I just found inchworms today. They're attracted to me. Gypsy Jessie said, I'm following in your guys' footsteps on looking for land to start Homestead for my own family. That is the best thing. And I made a video that I put out yesterday, and honestly, that is what got me through this whole situation. It's been a long journey, and once you get past that frustration of not finding what you're looking for, once you get past that, it's like a breeze. Like, it's amazing. Like, you finally get to relax. Like, I even told my husband today on the way to the property, it feels like it's not even our property still. Like, that's what
It
it feels
took
like.
it took a good 7 to 8 years, maybe even longer than that, because we were looking when we lived at
In
eh,
Lawrence County.
yeah, when we were living over in Lawrence, well, another county away from this county where we're living now. But back when we first got married, we were looking for property and we couldn't find nothing. And it took many, many years. I mean, we've been married for 10 years. But it took many years and we just recently found it. But
Yeah,
I think we got a good location. It's not
it's
too far off from everything. I mean, it's granted,
glad you're back, D. I'm sorry.
safety situations, a hospital's far from us, honestly. But we do have like urgent cares and stuff like that if we ever needed something, in need. But we are off the beaten path for, a lot of people say out in the middle of nowhere. It it's off the beaten path pretty good ways. And we're off the beaten path really where we are now. It's just, you know, living on the lake as our backyard. There is houses around us, but
well,
it's
you really
still
don't have any privacy.
yeah, we don't have no privacy, but there's still houses around us, but we're still off the beaten path, as in away from a main
Major
town.
yeah, major town, major city.
It's 30, 45 minutes easy driving, just to get somewhere to get groceries if you had to go to the grocery store, which, hopefully we never have to go there again. But I mean,
we will until we get everything established.
yeah, well, we need to still do that somewhat, but for the most part, we don't like to buy, like regular foods there. We just go there.
We don't get vegetables. We don't buy vegetables.
We don't buy vegetables. We don't, very rarely we'll buy any kind of meat unless it's organic meat we find somewhere. And what else? Like seasonings. Like we'll get some seasonings because we don't have a really big herb garden for seasonings, but we'll get the organic seasonings. So
about
I don't know what's the name of that kind of seasoning we use over there. What's the name of it? You remember the name of it?
No, I don't.
Go grab one, or I'll get one. I'll get one real quick. I can't remember the name.
All right. Off Grid North Country Farm says here is snow blowing in every crack and barn shed. Highest drifts about 2 feet. All the bugs are dead around or hiding around here. Yeah,
like
well,
that, like them that kind of stuff. And like you got organic chili powder, stuff like that.
We just need to do a video of what's in my pantry.
Yeah, we got a lot of different seasons.
But no, we have I wish all the bugs were gone. They're supposed to be gone. It's supposed to be wintertime now. But when you have warm days like this, it's not. It
was 60, 68 degrees today.
Before deer season went out, me and my husband were sitting in the stand, and next thing you know, we hear this fly buzzing around. I'm like, it's the middle of winter.
Yeah, we had red wasps sitting there circling our heads up on the top.
Yeah, there's 4 of them come at me at one time. Like, really? Just go away. I'm not even bothering you. I won't even look at you. I'll look the other way. Just go away. Yeah, D's Homestead, we're glad you come. He said he had a phone call. I'm glad you're back. But no.
Appreciate y'all for being here with us.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for watching and continuing to watch our channel. We really enjoy it. I love looking at my views.
We try to do it to inspire people. We try to do it to teach people how to do certain things. We do have a variation of different kind of videos on our channel. I mean, as most of y'all know, as in fixing stuff, gardening, uh, using some kind of equipment. I mean, I guess equipment.
Yeah.
Do you have anything? I presume. I mean, me
we got
running the commercial lawnmowers and stuff like that.
yeah, we
But
have I do want to let you know we have an Amazon wish list that I created so that way we can get some stuff gathered up, and if y'all would like to, y'all are more than welcome to, but we're just trying to get started up, and we spent a buttload of money down on this property, but it was worth it. It really was. It made us through.
you know what?
It pushed us through to the end.
You know what? The property is all well and good. Everything was great, but the only thing that got into the pocket too, other than the property, was I need to get work done on my pickup truck,
Tires.
and I needed to buy tires. And the bad part about it is, instead of buying 4 tires, I need to buy 5 tires because my spare is shot, and the tires I have on my truck are shot to even use one as a spare. And I need to get my truck worked on, and I need an alignment on it. I just recently had to buy basically tires,
Bushings.
upper control arm bushings for the front, and then I need to do a whole new alignment.
So yeah, that's a lot of money down the drain.
It's gonna run about $2,000 to do all that.
And it all just hit us like we're I know it's kind of like a bad time, but that's like I was saying yesterday in that video.
It all comes at the same time.
You gotta take the good with the bad. There's sometimes you go through your struggles of tight money and tight situations, but after you get that past that tight spot, everything just smooths out. Like we have his tire situation now, and then 2 months. And in 2 months, we got the dogs, the wormers, and they gotta have their vet shots and everything else. And then after that, it'll just smooth on out, and then we'll be able to save a little bit more money and everything. Like we want to get a skid steer out there on that property because we just want to run down each row with all the brush piles and everything. But we can't do that because it's $1,000 just to rent it for
1 day.
1 day, and it's hard. It's really hard, but we'll get there we'll get there eventually, even if it's just cutting limbs down and just putting them in a wood chipper and just going with it. So
yeah, it would be nice to buy a skid steer. It'd be great.
We're not buying a skid steer.
Yeah, it would be nice to have that, but they're expensive. I mean, even a used one is expensive anymore.
Yeah.
Everything went up ridiculous amount of money. I mean, even vehicles nowadays, $80,000 to $110,000 for a vehicle. I mean, that's ridiculous. I'm gonna still run my 30-year-old truck. She still runs like a champ. I just keep her fixed up every time little things happen. She'll run forever, right?
Yeah.
And we fixed. As a matter of fact, the other day I didn't videotape it, but the other day, on our way to go do the closing on the house, the service engine light came on the Suburban, and I fixed that. It was an O2 sensor.
Yeah, he just saved us a whole bunch of money by going up underneath there and dropping the drive shaft. And
yeah, I had to drop the 4-wheel drive shaft out of the Suburban because the Suburban is 4-wheel drive, but I had to drop the drive shaft out so I can get to the upflow O2 sensor, and the upflow is actually in front of the catalytic converter, and there's also a downflow. So basically, there's 4 O2 sensors on that vehicle, and I had to replace one of them. One of the O2 sensors was $58, plus what else did we buy there? O2 sensor, and what else was it?
We bought the parts for the tank, but that's about it.
The tank.
Oh, the piece to take out the O2 sensor.
The socket. The socket for it was $16.99 to be exact. But it was I can't believe an O2 sensor was that much money. But and now me and her were talking the other day about it, and I was like, she was like, "Did you ever replace one on your truck?" And I was like, "Matter of fact, the O2 sensor on my blue '94 Chevy pickup
It's still the same one.
is still the original O2 sensor from when it was brand new."
Um,
And
Off-grid North Country Farm says we're almost always out of money for sure in the winter. Eating food we grew or canned for the most part. We had a pretty good harvest from our garden this year. We had like our garden is small, so we had an okay harvest. But a lot of my vegetables and stuff are what I
we got a lot in the freezer.
put away. Yeah, it's in the
Like
freezer.
we got a lot frozen in the freezer, so we can put them in the Instapot and just have like a mixed vegetable kind of thing. Um, we had a lot of beans. We had tomatoes, cucumbers. You know, a lot of.
Wake him up.
She makes some awesome spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, I want to produce enough tomatoes. I really want that tomato sauce again.
Yeah.
It doesn't have all that junk in
We
it.
still
that
have, and
irritates
also
me.
the tomato paste. Yeah, we still have tomato paste canned.
No, we don't.
We used it all up.
It's all gone.
Did we? I thought we still had 5 or 6 jars
Yeah,
of it.
it's all
Oh,
gone.
okay.
These homesteads need to do some more cooking videos. Those are coming up. I will be doing some cooking videos. I just like I've cooked all of my specialties. I guess I gotta find another specialty recipe to do. I know I want to do stuffed manicottis for y'all because I love stuffed manicottis, not manicottis. So I'm gonna do some stuffed manicottis one day this week.
And did you ever show them your cabbage rolls?
I don't think so.
You didn't make a video on your cabbage rolls?
No, I need to.
Them things are
Those
good, y'all.
cabbages out there are pretty much done, so I'll do that from the garden bed to the pot.
Our cabbages are already rolled up and done.
They're getting there. Yeah.
Okay, I haven't looked at them.
When you said our cabbages, I thought you said you meant like are they already in the crock pot?
I didn't know.
No, they're not.
I remember
in the
you
crock
said.
pot.
I remember you said the other day when I was feeding the dogs that
they
were big, and I didn't really even bother looking in there. You know what I mean? I just took your word for it, but I didn't realize.
You gotta look.
I didn't realize. And the carrots we grew, they didn't grow that big, and they were in the ground. She has a video on it, but they were in the ground for way over the time frame before for harvest for a carrot. But the kids loved them things. They were little miniature ones. I mean, they were probably about 2 inches long. Something that you just bite in a few bites, and they were sweet as a whistle. And the kids loved them.
Off-grid North Country has a solution to your equipment problem. You want to know what it is?
What is it?
Draft horses.
Yeah. Yes. That. Matter of fact, we're both like horse people, so we have a lot of knowledge on horses.
But we ain't getting no draft horse.
A draft horse. They'll eat a lot out. They'll eat some hay, and we don't have the grass to actually keep them up to par and feeding them. They eat a lot of hay, but she was a Tennessee Walker horse lady and a Pasofino.
Yeah.
And I was a quarter horse man. I used to ride quarter horses and do all the things that people do on quarter horses all the time. But draft horses, I've been around a lot of them. I actually rode a few of them, and I tell you, they're big. What kind of draft horse? Do y'all have draft horses?
Yeah, they said do. They said they do, and they also have said that if they can't afford gas for the van, they can always use the horse and buggy. He's old school.
Yeah, that's well.
Old school.
How about the mules? How about mules? Mules ain't so bad. It ain't.
While we wait for that, did you hear that? What was it, donkey or whatever? In the cow pasture today when you were out there at the property.
Donkey. They're good. A donkey's a good defense animal. in a cow pasture. They'll kill a coyote. They'll kill anything that's trying to.
Yeah, but the coyotes didn't right on our property.
Well, I'm
Now
saying I know that, but I'm saying like
they need to come.
a donkey. Farmers and stuff, they'll put them in a cow pasture, put them out with the livestock, just like a homesteader would put a Great Pyrenees dog, to protect their chickens. You know, farmers that have cattle and have
So a
bigger,
donkey or a mule is
that they'll protect.
compared to a Great Pyrenees.
Well, in
I'm
in a
joking.
Great Pyrenees for a smaller
Yeah,
animals,
I know.
and then for cattle and all them bigger animals, donkeys are usually they're a good defense. They'll kill a coyote in a second.
Yeah, off-grid North Country Farm. He said he doesn't like mules. I don't either. They're too noisy. And donkeys, whatever they're called.
Donkey.
And they are snowed in. They got snowed in.
Where are they located at?
Oh, we can grow winter crops down here. They've actually been doing good. We went and did a like a greenhouse over top of our garden beds, and they're growing great. I love it. And
we do have winter crops out there, and winter crops out there, but we for as in frost wise and being very cold, we still put a little teeny greenhouse on top of it. Now, granted, for the most part of the time, we keep the sides open so the air can just blow right through. But we do have the
now
top
that it's
on
getting
it.
colder, it's gonna be, we're gonna leave the sides down.
Something 20 something degrees, and it's steady. Excuse me. When it's steady, I don't know. How much a cabbage and how much collards and all that stuff
I don't know
can withstand as in temperature being cold. I mean, I know they're a cold hardy plant, but I never really, if I knew it was going to frost, I basically cover the stuff up, so I know the leaves on the plant ain't going to frost.
Well, see, I've got collards out there, and I haven't it frosted the past few nights, and I haven't put nothing over them, and they still look beautiful.
Yeah, I mean they're withstand a cold hardy plant. Yeah.
These home says Murphy always comes knocking at the worst time. Off-grid North Country Farm. I grew tomatoes for seed this last year. Yeah, we love tomatoes, even though I'm really not supposed to be eating them, but I eat them anyways. I just make sure I take my medicine. I have stomach ulcers. Off-grid North Country said they do eat a lot of hay, but the cows eat about the same as a draft. I have Belgiums. Those are big and those are pretty horses.
Yeah, I know.
Man.
And the tack,
like they take your breath away.
The harnesses that you need to buy for them horses, them things are expensive. The harness.
Just like I was saying yesterday in my video, like a breath, like takes your breath away. You gotta need that breath if you see them beautiful horses.
I mean, just to compare that, I mean, the saddle I got for my quarter horses that I had when I had them, I got a Dixie Roper saddle, and that saddle was.
Yeah, we don't even use that.
I mean, granted, it needs to be clean, but I mean, it's sitting over on the other side of me through that door right there, and that thing was like $1,200.
Well, even my expensive show saddle's just sitting over there. I think it's got baby stuff on top of it.
Yeah.
Off-grid North Country said, I show horses, and when I lived in Kentucky, people would bring mules, and I used to train them, but they're stubborn. I agree. Mules are stubborn.
Off-grid, yeah, I like a broke horse, but for plowing and doing like you were saying earlier about the plowing, you would need something that's broke that actually knows what it's doing. But as in a horse that you want to ride, I was always a green broke kind of person. I like something with some spunk and something that's gonna, you know, off the wall. That that horse is gonna go zoom, without you even thinking. I like something that's green broke. I mean, I like being on
Keeps you on your
alert
toes. You like something that keeps you on your
and
toes.
something with a lot of spunk and not just laid back walking along. You know what I mean? I like, you know,
Off Grid North Country Farm says for stomach ulcers, drink heated up milk with mullein leaf powder. I've never tried the mullein leaf powder, but I do drink warm milk. That milk is actually very good. It'll actually coat your stomach and the lining of your stomach, so it doesn't it's not so raw. It's like the ulcers inside your stomach is like raw.
yeah.
Yeah. But he stays pretty much on top of me all the time because he don't want me to wind up in the hospital again.
Yes. Yeah.
I tell you. So where is everyone from? We've got 5 viewers in here. We know Dee's Homestead is from Kentucky
No, Dee's Homestead's from Pennsylvania.
or Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Money Pit's from.
Money Pit's from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Money Pit's here with us?
No. I'm gonna have to get some mullein leaf powder. It says mullein will heal those sores. You drink it with warm milk.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to get some.
Washington, D.C.
Yeah. We got some Washington. But now, let's see, everyone hit that like button. Yeah. Please do that. Dee's on top of it today.
Appreciate it, D. D stands for Derek.
Don't tell him that. Y'all make sure y'all go check out his channel also. He's got really good content. And some kind of contest. I seen the notification on my phone, so I gotta go watch that video.
Oh, he put one out.
Just did.
Did he put another one out?
But no, there's a lot of work that needs to be done on that property, and we're just gonna take it day by day and step by step, and we'll get there.
I just don't want to cut no more pine trees out than I have to, but I want to be able to see the layout of where everything's at. So that's why we decided to take up the limbs on the bottom of the pine tree so we could see through there.
And they're dead anyways. The
all the limbs are, you can just hit them with your hand for the most part, and they just fall off. I mean, because that's what usually happens with them pine trees. The bottoms die off, as in the limbs, and then they just grow up top. But but basically, we just wanted the bottom cleaned out so we can actually see and look, all 4 directions and see what would be a good location for the house over here, or the house would be better over here, kind of thing. And you would have more of an idea of what you're looking at.
Well, I can't tell you this. Every time that we go into that property or we walk through that property, we always land up at the same place.
We always land up at the corner of the field.
That's what
every single time. No matter which direction we start from, we always land up there. I don't know how it works. But we were like, hey, we're going to walk there. And all of a sudden we wind up moving that way.
Yeah, it's like we're walking towards the way on the other side. And then we wound up coming out right at the daggone field. And, I guess they might be trying to tell you something. We might need to be putting a house right there. We ain't got to clear no trees.
I just like to be far off the roadway. Now, granted, there ain't no cars that come down the road. The only cars that'll come down the road is the people that might live on the road. And the people that live on the road, we would be the only ones pretty much driving in.
Straight through.
Yeah, that would be driving through, because we would be the only location where a house would be in that area.
Everybody else is on one end or the other.
Yeah, it would be the one end, like 300 foot in, or the other end, 500 foot in.
Yeah.
And the one end's one house and the other end's 3 houses. And there ain't nothing in the middle.
Basically, it's hunting land on both sides of us. And we don't mind. We don't mind the hunting land being there. We just want the hunting club to know that there's kids going to be on the property, and we don't want anyone to be shot.
Yeah.
But
Because
we
as
will.
of right now, we haven't seen nobody out there. Because I was wanting to talk to somebody, and we tried calling, our neighbor on the telephone,
But we didn't
and
get no
we
answer.
we never
So
got no answer.
we're just gonna wait until we see them out there. I mean, we're gonna be out there every weekend from now until God only knows, and we'll see somebody sometime. Somebody will stop to be nosy. That's how everyone
We
is.
we we there was one truck that went by when we were out front there cleaning up.
Yeah,
One truck,
had
and
a had a bird dog on the back of his truck.
yeah, that was it the whole time, and we were out there how many hours?
Probably
Five,
five,
six,
six
5 or 6 hours, and there was one truck. That was it. I mean, nothing.
Hey, can I ask you a question real quick? Did you get the gas cans out the back of the truck
Yeah,
and the barrel?
no, the barrel's in there. The barrel ain't gonna do nothing.
All right.
I mean, there's a lid on both sides, then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here just thinking of stuff like stuff just pops in my brain at the most random times. But no, we
Western
just keep
Pennsylvania.
y'all make sure y'all go back and watch that video that I just put up on YouTube yesterday. It's a inspiring video. It's called Making Homestead Dreams Reality. That I wrote that. I I don't really write stuff a whole lot, but when I do, it's normally too good. And my husband says, "You got to post it." Well,
I told her she should be writing books or something because my opinion. I mean, y'all have your own opinions too, but I think it's like very, you know what, very good. I guess you want to call it. I mean, that's
yeah,
the
he
best
says
way.
like I'm some kind of poet that he just found out after marrying so many years later.
You're a poet, and you don't even know it.
Look at that, you're a poet. We have Indianapolis in here.
How y'all doing?
No, off grid North Country says if you're right-handed, you will almost always circle to your right. If you're left-handed, you will circle to your left. Keep that in mind when you're walking. Well, the field's on the left side, and we're right-handed. We're backwards. Okay, we're just all twisted around like it's crazy. We went through today, and Gracie was helping me cut down cedar trees, and she wanted, she likes to smell of cedar trees, so Stephen cut her a piece of, was it no, it was a pine tree.
No, it's pine tree.
Yeah, so, and let's see. Then Gracie had a ball out there. She was just out,
we got some photos of her out in the field, and that'll probably be on our next video.
Yeah. So y'all stay tuned and continue to watch our videos. We really appreciate it. These Homestead said that makes a lot of sense to take out those low limbs. I mean, those low limbs aren't doing nothing. They're just getting in our way when I'm trying to walk through.
Yeah.
And if I let him knock them all down, that means I don't have to worry about nothing hitting me in the face. If I knock them down, then I got to worry about somebody else getting, like somebody shorter than me, like Courtney or Levi getting hit. Well, wait a minute. I'm not shorter than Levi. But anyways, yeah.
So you said it backwards.
You work.
Let the tall person do it, and then all the shorter people from me can walk through there no problem.
Yeah, so you got a lot of tree limbs to.
So basically, I could still, I'm reaching, like I said, everybody's on here the video, but I said, I can reach 8 feet with my hands straight up with both hands, no problem. Maybe a little more than 8 feet, but then I have the loppers or whatever I got in my hand above the 8 feet. I got 9 foot, 10 foot a reach ahead of me.
Yeah.
We're
not gonna go too far from there. We're actually starting, like, there's a driveway, like a little, well, not a driveway, but a place you can park. We're gonna go from that side all the way to the left where the perk test. So we're gonna get all them trees and stuff cleared up. Trees are gonna have to come out for the leach field. There's no way around it. But if we do that, then we're gonna come in 20-30 foot off the edge of the property line, because 10 foot off the property line has to be the first run of the leach field.
So you're thinking we need to move the driveway to the left side?
No, I think we need. Well, yeah, we can do that. We can go all the way to the left and just clear out that whole driveway, and then you'll have come 10, 12 foot off the property line. You can use that as a driveway to go all the way through there, and then come out to that field, and then that way no one can see the house. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. So you're back. Nobody knows you're there, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. The only thing is that corner of the property is on a corner of the road.
And those trees over there on that side would actually be running long ways, along with the road.
Yeah, they are running that way on that side. Yeah, see.
So cut out
10
one
to
or
12
two rows of trees going all the way down the property and just be done with it.
Yeah, they could do that.
So,
she's rambling on, and I'm listening.
y'all are helping us figure out the layout of our property. That's what y'all are doing. We appreciate it so much. I'm getting my brain thinking.
I wish more than just me and her were looking at this piece of land in front of us, not through a camera. Just come on over and help us visualize what we need, where we need to place things, because this is going to be tough.
Hey, MB Heritage Farms, we love watching y'all. This is driving me crazy. The phone's about to drive me nuts. It's but no, we're just thinking out loud and figuring things out, and honestly, I think that's what we need to do. So technically, we could just stop cutting where we are and just go to the property line.
Well, that's what I was thinking from the get-go, because I wanted to run a string, because when we paid for the survey, I got 4 corners marked, basically 4 corners. And from each corner, other than by the roadway, because the roadway kind of fishes around, basically the property follows the roadway, the center of the road. But, down both sides, it's pretty much a straight line from the front mark to the rear mark. It's a straight line. So what I was wanting to do is just clear a path and
run a string.
Just run a string. And then I was going to put, flag tape just to mark the line through the woods, and I don't know, most of y'all might know, you put the knot on what side the property line goes to. So basically, if the line's here and there's a tree here, you would put the knot on this side. And if the tree is on this side, you would put the knot on this side of the tree to show the line be in between, kind of. But that's what I was wanting to do, so I wouldn't have to keep that string up all the time. But just to get an idea, and then I can go from the line into the center, so I would know, exactly where the line is. Because looking from the road on the left side of the property, the side the field's on, you can see through the field to the back corner line, which is visible and open because of the field. But from there to the roadway, you can't see nothing, because it's thick of pine trees, and underbrush, and you can't see nothing. So I was wanting to clear the edges up so we can, run that line, like I was saying, and get more of an idea how far over it comes, so we don't cut a roadway in off the road
and it not be the right,
and it's not on our property. So I didn't want to, jeopardize that situation. As in underbrush, and it's underbrush anyway. I don't think the neighbors would really mind about the underbrush anyway, because their land is not with pine trees too. But it's actually good for the pine trees to get cleaned up underneath on the underneath side so they grow faster. So
Yeah.
what else we
So,
got? What else we got?
um, North Country Farm says he always uses high tension wire for lines. Oh yeah, it
Use
says
high tension,
tensile
high tensile. Oh, for line like what kind of lines? You what do you mean lines?
fence lines. I guess I think.
Are you talking about fence lines, or are you talking about just the string? We were just going to use a string just to get an idea of where the line is, and then just take it up when we're done chopping out the weeds and stuff and the underbrush. And after we got done marking it, that's what we're going to use, a string. And then we were going to fence. We want to fence our whole perimeter in. Granted, the back side is nothing but a cow pasture already, so there is cows on the back side of us.
But it's barbed wire.
It's all barbed wire,
Our
and
chickens would go right through it, and probably the mule on the backside or donkey or whatever it is probably kill them.
no.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get a sip of your drink. How's that?
That's fine. But no, we're just like I said, y'all got our brains thinking tonight, and we want to thank y'all for tuning in, and we're glad that y'all are here. Does anybody have any questions for us, or use a compass to get your line, then tight the wire? It works also better than string, but mine was 80 acres. Not sure. Our land is 12 acres. We have,
That's
excuse
more.
me, 12.47.
I'll just say 12 and a half. It's right there at 12 and a half.
Yeah.
It
It kills him when I do that.
It drives me nuts. Just say 12 and a half. I don't understand. 12.4. I mean, it drives me insane.
Well, I said 12 acres, and you.
Well, I mean, technically it's not 12 because it's more than 12. You know,
Well,
just like
I'm not counting the quarter acre of pasture in the back.
it's more than a quarter acre back there.
Or half an acre, sorry.
It's more than that.
I don't know what it is.
That's way more than that.
You have to walk your little thingy around it and figure it out.
She can't judge nothing yet, y'all. I'm being straight up and honest. She cannot judge, what's what. That's why she's always asking me, how long do you think that is? What do you think that is? Yeah, you'll hear that in the videos a lot. but no, that pasture is about a little over an acre. So
Dee's home said, well, it's cold up north. A road trip would be nice. You know what?
Well, if you got a gooseneck trailer, hook that red tractor of yours up, put it on the gooseneck trailer, and come on. I'm ready.
Yeah, we will be more than glad.
Yeah. You don't need to worry about eating nothing. I'll feed you the whole time you're here.
Wait a minute. I got to do the cooking.
I got to do the buying.
Goodness gracious. We'll set you up. We'll set you up on the property, and you can just chill right out on the property. But
we also been looking for something like a camper. And we did,
so we could, like, if we need a place to sleep, we could sleep out there on the property, and like on the weekends and stuff, so we're not traveling back and forth a whole lot.
Granted, it's only 10 minutes from where we're at now.
Yeah,
it's literally 10 minutes. I mean, it's not far.
10 minutes. You gotta load everything up.
You gotta load everything up,
unload everything, go to bed, eat, cook supper, go to bed, get up, load everything back up, hook the trailer up, and go again. I mean, it's a lot. So we're gonna get it figured out. We will. In the summertime, I told my husband that he's gonna take the girls camping, and they can go camping out there. Or in the spring, when it warms up, after we get rid of that coyote den.
That's extra dirt. That's extra dirt right there. They actually made that den
in the perfect spot.
I mean, it's in a pile of dirt, like
a dump truck load of dirt. It's inside of it.
I mean, it's good 30-something yards of dirt.
Like, I really want to know how deep it is. So I wonder if I light a firecracker and one of them big ones that blows stuff up. If I light a firecracker and throw it down the hole, what would happen? You think it would just cave in?
No.
You think it would cave in or
It
go?
might. It might go to a dead end and loop around and come shooting back out at you.
Oh, I didn't say a rocket. I said one. Oh, wait a minute. They all do that.
You need to use a rocket.
They all do that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're having so much fun on here.
Uh,
But no, it's a dream. It's a dream that it took us this long to achieve, and we are so happy about it.
we haven't.
Cannot believe that it's actually our property. Like, I felt like today, turn around and being like, should I ask the landowners if it's okay if I cut the trees? Honey, can I cut the trees out there on the property?
No.
Tough crap. Does anybody have any questions for us as far as what we're doing or who we are or anything like that?
Y'all have any questions? Please let us know. Ask us anything about what our plans are, or we're wanting everybody to follow us on the continuing journey of what we're doing. I mean, for the most part, everybody knows we got a homestead now, but we're just increasing the size of it, and so we're able to do pretty much anything we want to do because we're limited on what we can do where we're at now.
I know.
And we did find a place on the property that it's a wet area. It's not really wet, but there's that green grass. I don't know what the name of the grass is, but usually in a wet area, it has that, grass that grows. And I was hoping that it would be a spring or something. It wasn't as wet today as it was the other day, which tomorrow is going to be wet because it's raining right now. But the ground was still wet, even though there wasn't water there. It was still wet.
But the day before, yesterday there was actually water standing in that area.
There was water, and it looked like there was little teeny ripples, like water was seeping out of the ground, like it was an underground spring. And
we just got to look at it. They have you dig a hole. 12. D-Tone said 12.47325867. Yeah, he's making a joke. Yeah.
Hey, 459er. That's how it goes. That's just like, hey, y'all ever watch the TV show Flipper?
Flipper? What's Flipper?
Years ago.
When you said Flipper, like you talking about the little dolphin?
Yeah, the dolphin, the TV show, like the old.
Oh, yeah.
Flipper, yeah. That was it was a WD 9598 calling Coast Guard. Come in, Coast Guard. That's how it went.
Well,
all right.
We've been on here for about an hour.
An hour and 3 minutes and 52 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
I enjoy being on live.
I do too.
What?
Y'all like Steven's haircut? I gave him a haircut. I told him he needs to cut his beard. He needs to get all that off of there.
I told her, I was like, I'm going to win the beard competition next November.
Not if I can help it.
She might be cutting it off while I'm sleeping. I'm losing my hair up here, so I had to put it down here so I can put it up here.
Yeah. Better make you a toupee. Make you a toupee.
Y'all know what to do about hair loss right here. Is there any tricks to do to let it grow back?
It's called you getting old. I'm just saying what everybody's thinking. You're getting old.
I think there is a trick. They have tricks, but I don't know what the trick is.
You don't know what the trick is.
No.
Well, I guess we gonna
Does anybody else have any more questions?
I think pretty much everybody knows us now. They know who we are. Y'all be sure to go check out that video, Making Homestead Dreams Reality. I worked really hard on that, so please go check that out. And let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like
Let her know if she needs to be an actual writer. That's what I need y'all to let her know if you need to tell her to actually be a writer. She can write a book, she can do anything because she's very good at doing that kind of poetry and she wrote that. How long did it take you to write that? An hour and a half to write all that? Maybe?
Yeah.
And then she did the little video together collaboration.
These Homestead says, got it, bringing my tractor and chainsaws. Look at that. You'll
All
have
right.
your chainsaw to run.
Are you serious?
Yeah, let us know. Email us and let us know if you're actually serious, because we'll clear a spot out for you. We'll figure someplace for you to stay.
It was the high 60s today. For weather wise. I mean, a few days ago it was cooler. It was probably in the upper 40s, low 50s. But then out of the blue, it got hot again. But for the most part, South Carolina's warm. But we do have our cold spells.
All right, and just to let you know, Levi did fall asleep.
You did?
Yeah, probably about 45 minutes ago.
Okay.
So he might.
Hey, see y'all. Levi fell asleep. The girls put him to sleep for him. Hopefully he stays asleep all night.
No, they didn't. He put himself to sleep. He just fell asleep.
Cattails.
He
You can bring them. Well, we don't got mosquitoes, so usually them things, if you light them up, they'll keep the mosquitoes away. But the mosquitoes ain't too bad. I guess that's what you're meaning by that, or I'm just off the beaten path.
I lost my train of thought. We need to.
I don't know if have you ever used cattails for mosquito a thing to keep mosquitoes away?
What? I'm messaging.
Did he hear me?
I don't know. I think it's time for us to get off of here, though. Even though we love talking with y'all, we want to thank everyone for watching, and just keep watching our videos and go check out the other video, and make sure y'all check out our Amazon wish list. It will be in most of our videos in the description area. I'll also paste that on our Instagram page and our Facebook page. So y'all go check it out, and we just want to thank y'all so much for watching.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it. We do a lot of hard work to make these videos possible. As a matter of fact, I don't know if she told you when I was checking on the storm situation earlier, but she just broke the camera today. While we were working on the property, she broke the camera.
I tripped and fell, and the camera got busted off the tripod.
So the whole bottom of the camera
fell off,
broke apart. I mean, it literally snapped.
The camera still works. The camera still works. I just can't hook it to a tripod. So sorry, hon. You don't have to buy me a camera right now.
So we might be using iPhone for a lot of these videos, which is fine. iPhones put out good video content, but
These Homestead shave it all off. You know, I'm gonna do that tonight when he's sleeping.
I see. Hey, I've seen your video, and I heard what you said about yours with about that beard competition, and you said that you couldn't handle it no longer. Hey, after it gets long enough, it don't itch your neck no more. That's all you got to remember. After it gets long enough, it don't itch your neck no more when you bend your head down.
Yep. All right, guys. So we're gonna get off here. Thank y'all so much for watching, and y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.
See ya. Y'all have a good evening.